And we are live. We are live. We are live.
How many
Good
times you got to repeat it?
afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. As many times as I need to. I give people a few minutes to come on in here. Couple seconds to come on in here. Then we're gonna get right into the show. Just got the link out to a couple people.
You
And we
sure you're
are
not
live. We are live.
you sure you're not trying to cover up your stutter?
Nope.
You
We
know I'm
are
always
live.
Oh, there you go again. There you go again.
All right, so we got two people on. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Just letting you know that we are on the air, Andre and Bryant, for Power Book 2 Ghost Show Review. All right, guys? Let all your Power fans know that we are on the air. Just view so too. All right, guys? All right, here we go. Just copying the link. All right, guys. So we're going to get into this show. This show is for people that are fans of the show Power. So if you're a fan of the show Power, then welcome. Um, Thank you for watching. Share it with your friends. Let them know that we are on the air, right? If you've not watched Power Book 2 Ghost, you want to check it out. It's a pretty good series coming out here, all right? All right,
They're
so
definitely they're
let's
definitely stepping their game up some, that's for sure.
yeah, definitely. They are definitely stepping it up. Um, a lot of people probably thought it was gonna be whack. You got people that, they're not really happy with Tariq. They weren't happy with Tariq and Power, but I
Hmm.
mean he's doing his thing, man. He's Rainey Jr. is the actor that plays Tariq, and he stepped up his game. The acting is it's getting real good.
If he keeps this up, he might end up becoming, mainstream. You might see him in a movie or two, like
Yeah,
not just as
yeah.
an extra. You just might. So I'm I'm surprised, he stepped up the way he did. That's good.
Yeah, yeah, that's how it goes sometimes, That's how it goes. So he gotta put in that work, get people watching
Hmm.
the show to see what he's gonna do next. So we'll just have
He
to wait.
hasn't he hasn't disappointed me so far.
Yeah, yeah. So far, so good. All right.
So
So go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say I'm the only thing that about this episode that upset me was Uncle Frank. I like the actor David Zayas. I've seen him on HBO Oz. Um, he was on Dexter, like all the way through Dexter, from season one all the way to the end. And he comes on Power and get a little hype. I'm like, oh wow, I like this guy. And we only get one episode, not even a whole episode. He just shows up, walks into a house, and then like the next scene, they kill him at a bar and chop him up. Like, wow, he's a little better than that, Kind of reminds me of
Yeah,
what they did to Cedric the Entertainer last season on Power. Cedric shows up, he looks like this badass, killer, and then he dies in like his only episode. So like, what you doing with these mainstream actors? Just like, yeah, just show up, make your presence known, and by the way, you won't be in another episode. You just got one.
but right now I feel like they're trying to give the spotlight to the young bloods. So for all the new actors out there that are coming up, what I'm saying, they want it to be a focus on them because a lot of times, and this is not a you know WWE review, but you and I are wrestling fans, and we know that Vince McMahon is continuing to put out these old time wrestlers. Every week we seeing Big Show, we seeing Randy Orton, we seeing all these old timers, that are getting the spotlight. What about the young blood? So 50 Cent, I think he has it in his mind that I gotta, elevate these young actors. What I'm saying, let me elevate them
Mm-hmm.
because putting Cedric the Entertainer in it last year, okay, but and you could have gave a longer role. But then most people would probably just watch it for him, and then when he dies, they're gonna be upset. So I guess it was kind of good that you just kill him off in the first episode. And just like just like Uncle Frank, David Zayas, most people that were fans of him already may start watching the show because of him, and then once they kill him off, they'll be upset. So it's good that they just had to just kill him off quick, so people don't get used to him. But he just make his little cameo, so maybe that's the reasoning.
That makes sense. I mean, for once you actually said something that made sense. This is weird. I'm not used to this out of you. Um, no, but
Let's keep it serious
no, but no, that makes sense. But then what about like that veteran leadership sort of thing? It's okay. I've been in this thing a while, so I can do maybe 2 episodes. I don't think people would like just focus on the show more just because of him. I mean, honestly, but look at the star cast they have in there already. They have Mary J. Blige and Method Man. Some people might just be watching the show because of the 2 of them. They might not
now. Yeah,
even
but
care about Tariq at this point. Say, oh, Mary J's in that, and Method Man's in that. Oh, I'm watching because of them.
well, that's okay. To me, that's okay. Also, we have a comment. I just want to acknowledge the people in the comments. So Nakia Mason says, right, she wanted more of him as well. So just like Nakia Mason is a fan of David Zayas also, and then she said, I was like, already, damn.
Oh, Nakia, I know Nakia.
Oh, okay, that's
her,
your friend. All right, thanks for joining us,
her,
Nakia.
her husband officiated my wedding.
Oh, it's nice.
Bishop such and such Mason. Yes. The
All right, well,
wedding.
thank you.
The wedding that I invited you to, and you didn't show up. Yeah, that wedding. Yeah.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Right. Yeah.
And then also, Nakia also says they're actually doing pretty good acting wise.
Yeah, they're acting wise, they're doing well. I personally feel, like we said earlier, Tariq stepped his game up. Tasha is pretty much the same. I never had nothing against Tasha anyway, so
Right.
Yep. Let me say hi to her. Hey, Nakia. But no, it's Mary J. Blige is shocking me because I already knew she could act, but like we talked about last week, I remember her from singing roles.
Right.
And seeing her now playing this kind of role, it's kind of scary. And Method Man, I expected him to be the gangster. My man is a lawyer, and it's not like he's a fully crooked lawyer. He's just a lawyer that knows what to do, how to get people off, whether you're guilty or not. He's just really good at it, and he made a believer out of me in that sense. He definitely made me believe, like, okay, I can actually see him playing that lawyer. It's working.
You know what? Chris Rock said this. I remember Chris Rock was making a joke at one of the award shows, and he was talking about Leonardo DiCaprio, where in one movie, no, was it? No, I don't know if it was Leonardo DiCaprio, but he was talking about one of the actors in one movie. He was, like making fun of niggers, or he was like a racist. And then in another movie, he was like this lovable person, and he was like, "That's range." He was like, "That's range." So Method Man got range too. The fact that we would expect him, the last movie I remember him in really was, I think it was How High, him and Redman. So it's like at least
you took it way back.
Yeah. So
you forgot he was in Red Tails, a movie about black fighter jets. Like
I don't think
he was in that.
I don't think I watched that. I'm sorry, I don't think I watched that movie.
I mean, you didn't really mention it. I enjoyed it, but it's not something that's like, in my opinion, like got to see it. I mean, it was good though. It was good, but you can check it out whenever you can. But he was in that. He showed a little range in that. He wasn't a gangster in that one. Obviously, he was, part of the Tuskegee Airmen. But in this one, we're definitely seeing his range. We're definitely seeing his
Yeah,
range.
yeah, definitely, man. So there was another thing that I liked on the show, and ladies and gentlemen, we're not really going in order, but we don't need to go in order. I would hope that all you guys would just watch the show. It's pretty good. But another thing that I liked was what's his name? The gentleman. I'm just going through the character here. Hold on one second. What's his name? The gentleman that his family. Hold on. I'm going through it right now. Oh,
See, this is why you gotta have some kind of notes, so you can
yeah. Next time.
let it
So so
let it
so
flow.
so his name is Braden Weston. You know Braden Weston. So when they were at the party, Tariq and Zeke were at the party, and no, not Zeke. It was Tariq and the other guy. But they were at a party, and the cops came to the house, and they tried to shut down the party. And then Braden Weston punched the officer in the face, and then they were gonna put him in jail. And then when the other guy came saying, "Hey, that's my brother. You know who we are?" They said their name. It was like, "Oh, the one that built the school, built the auditorium,
Yeah.
all that." It was just good to see that when you have power, you know what I'm saying. It just shows, you know what I'm saying. That was white privilege at its best, because
And
even if it
Tariq
was
is gonna
a black,
use that though. Tariq is gonna
yeah,
use that. That's already his boy. You saw Tariq's face. He was kind of like,
it was like,
okay, that's my boy. He just got his brother out from being arrested just by saying his name. Say,
yeah.
oh yeah, this is gonna work. This is definitely gonna work.
Yeah, and another good thing too. It was good that when they started making fun of the other guy, it was good that Tariq didn't like punch him in the face too, and get all upset. He just kind of did see what happened, and then when he saw the power play, he was like, mm. So yeah, we're definitely gonna see more of that, coming on in the later episodes.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Definitely want to see what's gonna happen with that. And you also got to make a before you even go further, you have to kind of reiterate, correct what you said last week.
Oh, okay,
remember.
Yeah. All right, folks. For anybody that does remember, I mentioned that Terrence Howard was going to be in Power. It was actually a mistake. I was watching another promo for another movie, which I forgot the name of the movie again. I think I told you yesterday, but I forgot again.
I forgot too.
But there's another movie that Terrence Howard is going to be a part of, and he will be in that movie. So that's what I saw. I guess I just finished watching Power, and then I started watching trailers for movies, and then I was just hyped, like, oh, you're gonna be in Power. So
you can't process it all and separate the two. They probably couldn't afford him anyway. If that's the case, he's too expensive.
Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing: any project that I see Terrence Howard in, if he's dressed nice, all I see is Lucius.
That's all you're gonna see anyway. All you're gonna see is Lucius, especially in a show like that. All you're gonna see is Lucius.
Yeah.
All you're gonna do is hear Lucius. He'll try to make the show more about him now.
Yeah.
We need to do some script rewrites.
Yeah, it's kind of different with Taraji though, but because I've seen Taraji in plenty of stuff, besides Empire, and when I think about Cookie, but it's like it's not as strong as I'm like every role that she done, just like Cookie. There's sometimes when she's in certain movies, and I would wish that she would act like Cookie for a minute and just hurt somebody, but
Man, you violent, man. Like, damn.
Well, not in a violent way, but I remember when she was in that movie.
She got range.
She could show her range, but when she was in that movie, what's that movie? Wasn't Think Like a Man, but the movie when she could hear men's thoughts. No, there was a movie when she could hear the thoughts of men.
What men want.
Yeah. What men want.
Yeah.
There was a couple times when I was like, man, Cookie need to come out right now.
It's because of you. It's because of people like you why child actors can never get more work. Because you're the type of person that will only see that one character and be like, no, that's it. like Jaleel White. You'll never want to see him do anything but Urkel.
No. I actually, so Raven Simone, I was fine with her as Olivia, but she had to grow, and then that's so Raven's good. And then watching her on The View is good too. So, there's certain people you can involve, and
You actually watched That's So
Now,
Raven? You watched
I
That's So
have kids.
Raven?
I have
I
kids.
mean, you could have said Hanging with Mr. Cooper, but you said that's all right. Go back to Power. I'm done. Go back to Power. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. You could have said, but you said That's So Raven was. I don't even know what her theme song sound like. I haven't seen a credit, and don't blame the kids because you probably sitting there watching it too. You,
I have to watch. I have to monitor
you,
them, man.
yeah. Okay, that's nothing to monitor. It's on Disney. It's a clean show. You got interested. You sitting there on the
Now,
couch eating
now,
popcorn.
now, there's another show of Tempest Blood Show. Who was Vanessa in the Cosby Show, and then she had a talk show. When I saw her talk show, I was kind of like, I think she should have stuck with being
Yeah, nah.
sitcoms.
I remember that talk show. That's nah.
It was
Anyway,
like
back to
I was
Power.
like, sometimes we got to go off topic, but
Everything ties in.
yeah,
Well, I okay. Now back to Power, right?
yes,
I like how Tariq. God, the guy who played Bobby Brown, but he's Mary J. Blige's son, I believe. I like the way Tariq
yeah,
schooled him though, and let him know Uncle Frank was a snitch. Like he went out there, he put the gun in his hip, getting ready to threaten him, and Tariq was like, "Dude, like, nah, I'm not afraid of this. Like, I'm gonna tell you what I know because Tariq has experienced stuff. He knows what's going on, and he schooled him lovely. He's like, nobody gets out of jail that quick. Like,
right,
he'll be out of jail. He'll be out of jail before anybody even knows. A snitch. That's how fast a snitch gets out. So if
yeah,
I get locked up today and I'm out tomorrow, trust me, because I don't do jail. So I'm squealing. I ain't no jail's not for me. I'll tell them anything they want to know as long as I can come home. but now I want to know what is it that what did he snitch on? All we know is that he's a snitch. So now we got to what was said to make him. What did they ask him? So that's going to have to be brought up
yeah,
hopefully soon. We only get 10 episodes. We're already 2 in.
yeah.
We're
It's
8
something.
episodes in already.
This is the one thing I hate about Power, and I hope they don't really do this. But I guess there's a reason why. I'm not even gonna blame Curtis Jackson or the network stars or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but once the 10 episodes are over, I feel like we wait like a whole 6 months, 6 to 7 months for the next season to come out. It's like, man, we're
Oh my
taking mad
god, man, we
forever.
waited. It's like we got to wait a whole year almost
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
next
Well,
season to come out.
I was gonna say a year, but I was like, maybe that's too long. But now that
I
you
think I
said
think
it,
it's
you're
about a
probably
year.
right.
I think it's really about a year. And
Yeah,
I
it's like it's
really
a lot.
hope that they stop uh, taking that long to give us something new. Because it's too long to wait. Because
Yeah, for
the
sure.
season's already obviously it's already filmed. They're from what I read, they're currently working on the next one. So I mean, I know there's a pandemic and everything going on, so it's gotta you gotta take steps on how to do these things. But prior to all this, if there was no pandemic, I'm like once you get these scripts written, get back on the studio and start filming. Actually, it's not even a studio for the most part. It's filmed on location.
Yeah,
And it
yeah,
makes me miss New York so bad, man. That's another thing that I love about the show is that it's filmed on location and it's not filmed in just basic like not I don't want to say basic location like filmed in like the typical Manhattan, maybe certain parts of Brooklyn. Like no, they're going and they went to my hood. They went to Southside.
right.
You know, they went to Coney Island during Power. You saw the big wheel. That's the cleanest I've ever seen Coney Island look. That's how you know it was TV because that particular area, we've all walked down that area and it ain't that clean. And
Yeah,
the big wheel lights ain't that bright. So whatever they did to clean that area up, but it's great though. You get to see like I'm not even in New York anymore, and I just like I see home, man. Like that's a beauty. That's a beauty right there for me.
yeah, for sure, for sure. So to our viewers out there that are watching, if you are interested in co-hosting with us, we have someone else that's going to be a co-host with Bryant. Bryant will be taking over as lead host, and then we'll have two other people with him. So if you're interested in co-hosting on the show, you send an email to blacknewsundisputed@gmail.com, or you can inbox me and let me know. Even inbox Bryant, let him know if you're a friend of Bryant's. If you want to co-host on this show, all right? We are looking for 3 people. If we would like a young woman to be on the show, just to get that female perspective, all right? So if you're interested, please let us know, right?
Definitely need a
And
female perspective.
yeah, so let us know,
Definitely.
and then we'll have a conversation, you know, and we'll have you on, all right?
Oh, speaking of female perspective, in that sense, um, I'm glad that so far, even though they came real close, but so far the show hasn't done any softcore porn. I'm kind of glad they haven't gone that route.
Right, because because I remember when the 2 counselors were having a little argument in his office, and they started kissing. I was like, oh boy, they about to show some body parts now.
Here comes some softcore porn again, but they cut it, and I thought that was decent. It's like, all right, it was just basic making out. We know what's going on, and they stopped it right there. I was cool with that.
Yeah.
But you just remember, especially like season 1, 2, and 3 of Power. It's like the minute somebody shows up in the room, here comes that music, here comes the titties popping out,
Mm-hmm.
and here come ghosts in another scene talking about Angela. I could fix this. How? Like this, and they start bumping and grinding. He goes on Tasha. Tasha, I could fix this, and then they start bumping and grinding. Like it's everything was just softcore porn. I'm kind of glad they haven't really gone that route yet. I hope they don't go that route. Just keep it the way it is right now.
Yeah, because you look at it like this. It's like, I mean, I'm sure. Oh, we lost Bryant, but he'll come back. Looking at it like this, I feel like there's kids on the scene and everything. You have children. There might be some children. My children don't watch the show, but there might be some younger people that are watching the show. Oh, let's bring Brian back on. Yeah, we lost you for a minute. We got you back.
I don't know
so,
what.
so I was responding to what you said about the softcore porn. So
Yeah,
basically, we have some young folk that are watching the show. I mean, young people probably watching it already. My children are watching. Young kids are not watching it. Some might be, but I guess sometimes it's just cliche, right? That you're gonna have naked women on the show. I'm sure. And then
yeah.
Tyreek is still kind of young. I'm not actually sure how old he is in real life, but
He's getting kissing scenes, so
yeah, kissing is okay, but he shouldn't be having sex with anybody right now, and those sex scenes for he
who
shouldn't.
are you to tell somebody they shouldn't be having sex? You disgusting.
Listen, man, keep
Should we go?
it clean.
Should
We're
we go
alive.
back?
Thank you.
Should we?
So next on the
you
next
got
episode of Power,
you got the wrong person hosting with you, boy.
I'm gonna take you off.
No, but nah. If he's like if his character, well, if he's 18 in real life or 19 or whatever, and his character should be somewhere around that age, then it's fair game. If they want to give him a scene where he's laid up, and hey, he's just laid up with somebody. But I just hope they don't go that route. Little making out, kissing and stuff. But Power looked like they was really going in at times. I was like, is this real or is this all phony? Because some of them actors really do it just because they can't fake it. It's all right. Let's just do it for the scene, and we'll move on from
Right.
there.
Yeah.
There's a couple of actors who came out and said that they've actually really done something with their coworkers for the scene, because they just can't fake it. So,
Right.
but sticking with this, I'm just hoping that they don't go that route. I just want to see some shooting. I want to see people die. I want to see drugs. I want to see
Yeah, there wasn't that much action
Family
in this.
turning on family,
Right.
you know,
That's
stuff
yeah,
like
that's
that.
something I think it was missing. It wasn't a lot of action, besides cutting Uncle Frank.
Hey,
It
we're only
wasn't
two episodes in. We got eight to go. Eight to go.
yeah,
So we're not even halfway through. So it's gonna get spicy.
yeah.
I also hope though somebody I'm gonna say somebody important. I hope somebody important by the end of this season dies. Somebody real important, but not the majors. Like definitely not Tariq. It's his show, but not Tasha. If it happens, it happens. It'll be a shock. But not Tasha. Definitely not Mary J. But somebody big has to go.
It needs to be Cooper
And
Sacks. If it goes up to me, I kill Cooper Sacks because
think
Sacks has
Cooper
been
Sacks will be.
throwing. I'm not sure he's going to
He
be
could
killed
be.
first, but he needs to go soon. Well, actually, I don't want him to die. I want him to get arrested. I want them to put him in jail and then he get killed in jail because he's just been setting everybody up the whole time, man. And it's time for him to get his.
Yeah, they could pull an Andre on him, burn him up,
Yeah,
burn him up
yeah,
in jail or something.
yep.
And
So
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, if it's not Tasha or Sax, the only other person I could think of big would be Method Man. But he don't seem like his character is even in that kind of field. Like he would be killed off or anything. He's just
Right.
helping Tasha, or trying to help Tasha. Speaking of Tasha,
Mm-hmm.
it felt good to see her at the funeral with her power garbs on, even though she had handcuffs. It's like
Yeah,
okay,
I
she's
didn't like how.
finally out of that. What how they
No,
wouldn't let her talk.
yeah. I just didn't like how they were like inmate and disrespect her and crap. I didn't like that. I was like, yo, somebody need to slap one of these guys. Like, yo, chill.
It's
Like, come on.
it's the truth though. She's an inmate, and FBI along with it. Like hey, you you just sit here, enjoy the funeral, and that's it. And there's another thing too. I hope after seeing that funeral, I hope that puts to rest the question that everybody kept talking about since last year: is Ghost really dead? Like we didn't see it. Now people are gonna say, well, we didn't see his body. I I think they saw his body, unless they didn't have a funeral inside of a church. They just had it right there. But I just hope that puts that to rest. That he's dead. Just leave it at that. It was said on the news he was dead. It was said throughout the series the last episode he was dead, and it said these first two episodes he's dead. I hope that puts that conversation to rest. That yes, he is dead. You saw the casket, you saw the foot in the ground. Just
Yeah,
because they didn't show his face or his body, so we didn't see Angela's body until they dug her up out of the ground. We saw a
yeah.
little glimpse of a body in the casket. So that maybe that'll come into play. You know,
Maybe. But I don't see why they would, actually keep him alive in the show and bring him back later. Now obviously I know Tommy's getting his own show. Supposed to be getting a spinoff, but obviously he's probably going to come back into the show maybe towards the end. But right now, I think it's literally about the young blood. I think this show right now is going to be about Tariq and Method Man and Mary J and her family. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's about
mm-hmm.
all of the, these new heavy hitters, you know what I'm saying? So they can establish themselves. And you know what I'm saying? 50 Cent can literally keep going on and on with this forever. You know what I'm saying? Because mind you, Tariq has another little sister, and that little girl could grow up, and she could be something too. So it's
Yeah,
just time will tell. But so many different parts, people that are in the show, that show can keep going on and on and on until whatever.
Hmm. No, you can definitely tell a long story with this. And by the way, you keep saying 50 Cent. I mean, he is a part of it. He's producer, all that. He has a lot to say so. But the creator of the show, Courtney Kemp, remember, she's the one that really came up with these characters and stuff that's going on. That's her thing. So
Right,
you
yeah,
gotta give Courtney Kemp her props.
yes, yes.
She's doing some excellent writing and stuff. Um, Also, is Nakia still on? Can you see if she's still on? Is she still
Nakia,
watching or no?
I'm not sure. Are you still watching Nakia? Let us know in the comments. It doesn't.
I told
Hmm.
I told her husband last season. Who was Tasha's lawyer? The one that just got fired.
Oh, do you mean the one that got killed? No, no. Oh. You're
Yeah, the
talking
one that
about
Tasha just fired.
yeah. Her name
Yeah,
is hold on. Tamika Washington in the show. Her real name is Quincy Tyler Bernstein.
I don't know if she remembers or even if her husband said it, but I was watching an episode of Power last year and I messaged him on Facebook and I said, "Why does she look like your wife?" She favored her so much. I was like, "Why does this woman look so familiar?" And then I said, "This looks like the first lady of my boy. He's a pastor. I said, this looks like the first lady, man. They kind of had some similarities." I was like, "Well, she." I said, "Your wife is gangster, man. Just the way she handled herself in the last season. I don't even know if he even told her that.
Yeah.
Couple of favoritisms. um, so yeah. Besides that, what would you say before I cut you off?
I don't remember. Sorry.
Look at you. What are you doing? You over here trying to do something and you're not even paying attention to me.
I am
You
paying
just
attention. I have to
no.
look
You
on
just
the
no. You're just like my wife. You're just like
listen.
my wife.
I have to look on my device that's over here, and then I have my other device right here, so I can see the characters and all that. Come
You
on,
couldn't even do homework. So how can you multitask like this?
listen, man. Don't set me right.
I told you I'm the wrong one to host with you, boy.
You're You're fired. You're fired. I just fired you. All right, you're hired back.
You need to get some of my old classmates on this. Whoever
Then we ain't
watched.
gonna. Then we're not gonna get no work done. It's gonna be jokes, jokes, jokes.
What's wrong with that?
This is a
You might
power
get.
review show.
We can review and still talk junk.
No, no, we need to have a show just for that.
Well, good luck with that, because people are like, who are these? Just a bunch of people talking about nothing. I'll pass. If you get at least three of us. We're all the same class. And we all watch the show.
Well, I've
Why not?
messaged some people. Let's see if they come on. I've already sent
Hey,
the invite.
hey, you see me? I'm here. I'm here for now. So let's see. But yeah, back to that funeral.
Hmm.
Uh, Tasha, gave Tariq that message about the inmate. See, one thing I like is she's in jail, but she's not acting soft. She's still using her wits from the outside, and
Yep.
you know, keeping up with how she's keeping up with her surroundings, and she's listening to everything and trying to figure her way out of all of this. So I like that. I like how the direction that they're going with that. And Tariq sneaking the phone in for her, which is not impossible. I heard some people say that's fake. I'm like, no, phones are in jail all the time.
Yeah.
If you have Facebook and you have not seen a video of something going on in jail, trust me, that ain't the CEO's phone. That's the phone that
There's
was sneaked
somebody.
in.
There's somebody that we know. I won't name him, but he did go to our school, and he went to jail. And I saw pictures of him Like he's taking pictures and posting them on Facebook. And this when Facebook was, young. And I just remember that. And I'm like, I thought this guy was in jail.
Who?
How's he?
Who? Damien?
I said I didn't want to name names, man.
You sure it wasn't Damien? He's from the projects. I don't know.
I don't want to name
hey,
names.
they feel power right over there sometimes. But no, I think I know
If you're watching.
He ain't watching. Yeah, even if you tell him to watch, he's gonna be like, "I have to work. I can't." If you ask him to come on, no, I can't do it. I can't get on. I don't know why. I don't know why I gave him that voice. Sorry, but, but anyway, damn it. See, you made me go off track.
You made it so bold.
What the hell was I saying, bro?
I don't remember.
Damn. Jail. I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I remember that too. Like, wait, is this allowed? But
Yeah.
if you know somebody, you
Yeah.
can get that phone in jail. So it's not impossible. It's definitely not impossible.
Give you that burner phone.
Mm-hmm. Nothing. Don't need no internet. All you need is a simple phone to make a phone call or send a text. That's all you need.
Yeah. Well, maybe a picture too. You probably need one that could take a picture if you watch Orange is the New Black. They used to get those little phones and they would have pictures on their phone too sometimes.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah, one or two pictures can't hurt,
Yeah.
Especially if it's you a man on the inside and your woman sends you a phone.
Right.
That's another topic. Another topic for another show. So.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I had nothing else to say about Power. I thought that was a good episode. I can't wait until next week.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Every week I'm in there, see what's up.
Yeah, because when I was watching it, I was like, when the end happened, I was like, that's it. I was kind of disappointed that there wasn't more to the show. The show actually flew by this week. It was quick.
Yeah, it felt like it definitely flew by. And the way it ended, I was like, yeah, I definitely wanted more. I definitely wanted more out of that from the way it ended. So I'm hoping next week they just pick right back up where they left off. Give us more. They know they're doing a good job so far, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I'm ready for next week.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's it for episode 2 of Power Book 2 Ghost Show Review. Like I said, if anybody that's watching would like to be a co-host on this show, just hit us up and we'll have a discussion just to make sure that you're a right fit. And then we'll have you on next week. We want to try to have a 3-person crew, all right, for next week's show. All right.
Please come on, because I'm tired of talking to him by myself.
Yeah, and actually, I'm never gonna be on. I'm trying to just produce the show. So if I can get 2 more people, I already got 1 more person. We just need a young lady. Young lady, attractive, of course, would really help. Not that we're trying to be stereotypical, but we just want an attractive person to come on.
You already said it. You already said it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, that's what we need. So please come on and be a part of the show. All right. Well, hey, it is what it is. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Andre. That's Bryant, and we will see you on the next time.
The wrong way.
Yeah. We'll see you on the next time.
There you go, right there. Okay.
On the Power Book 2 Ghost Review Show. All right, guys. Thank you for watching Black News Undisputed. Remember, in October, we got the Vote 2020. We're going to have some guests coming on so we can talk about, the importance of voting. And some people will come on and, give their view on maybe voting not mattering, at this point. So it's going to get the chance to speak and give their view. All right. So check us out every Tuesday at 8 p.m. for the Vote 2020. All right. So we'll see you next time. We'll see you next week around the same time. We don't have a set time, but once we go live, people can watch the replay if they miss it. All right. So we'll see you next time. Black News Undisputed.
Good. Later.